Just when you thought the WNBA couldn't get any more thrilling, along comes Caitlin Clark, turning the game on its head. From her days at Iowa to the pro courts, breaking records has become routine for this phenomenal rookie.
How will she go for history?
Facing off against none other than Sabrina Ionescu and the Liberty, Clark did the unthinkable. What she pulled off wasn't just another record. She launched a full-scale assault on the WNBA record books. She not only toppled a record set by the great Sue Bird, but she also dethroned Sabrina Ionescu right in front of her eyes. How did she pull it off? You're about to get an inside look at one of the most mind-blowing performances in basketball history. Right from the tip-off, it was clear Caitlin Clark came to make a statement. Despite the Fever's underdog status, sitting 8th in the league, they were challenging them. And Caitlin was leading the charge. From the start, you could see that something historic was going to happen. Clark fired off the scoring with a clean three-pointer that got everyone off their seats.
And she'll take the first three-pointer and knock it down.
Without missing a beat, she continued her onslaught. She charged towards the basket with her signature aggression, slicing through the defense for an easy layup to score the first 5 points. Minutes later, with her confident demeanor, Clark then danced past Vandersloot, effortlessly sinking her second three-pointer of the night just 5 minutes into the game.
The knee injury. And that's the way to push the ball in transition. Oh, that's not gonna.
The three-point exchange became the highlight of the quarter as Sabrina, not one to be overshadowed, responded immediately with a three-pointer of her own. However, this was only the beginning. What happened next not only defined the game, but also announced Caitlin Clark as an unstoppable force in the WNBA. Clark was not about to let up. With the confidence of a seasoned pro, she sent Liani Fibish scrambling as she netted her third three-pointer of the night to give the Fever their biggest lead at 24-12.
3 and some change left to play here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it down.
Even when the defense tightened around her, Caitlin showed her versatility and team spirit. Locked down by defenders, she effortlessly shifted to playmaking, dishing out assist after assist.
That long wingspan turning her away, but
Liani Fibish found herself struggling to contain CC, who was clearly in the zone.
First year with the Liberty and the WNBA. Fibish, the rookie, defending the other rookie, Caitlin Clark.
A beautifully executed turnaround fadeaway jumper from Clark further extended the Fever's lead to 9 points nearly midway in the second quarter. After a brief scoring drought, Clark's keen eye spotted Smith open.
First lead for the Liberty that didn't last long.
A precise pass from Clark, and Smith converted it into a crucial layup, helping Indiana regain the lead as the game intensified. The Liberty, however, were not to be underestimated. They came back strong in the third quarter, seizing a 62-55 lead as they headed into the final period. It seemed they might have finally figured out how to handle the Fever's onslaught. But Clark and her team were learning fast. They were not about to fold under pressure. Clark, reflecting on her team's growth and tenacity, shared a powerful insight in a post-game interview.
I think the biggest difference for us has been when teams make runs, we don't crumble. I think, what did the Liberty get up? Their biggest lead was 11 there in the third, and we just found a way to stay resilient and kind of close the gap, or that might have even been in the fourth quarter.
Now, as the clock wound down with just 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Clark grabbed her 10th rebound of the game.
Penetrating, Thornton with a 3 on the way, and the first triple-double for a rookie. Caitlin Clark has it.
A moment that wasn't just a stat line filler, but a historical milestone. With that rebound, Clark etched her name into the WNBA record books, achieving her first triple-double as a professional. She now had 15 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds to her name, an indicator of her all-around gameplay. This wasn't Clark's first brush with triple-double glory. She had been on the brink before, in a game against Phoenix where she had dropped 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 12 assists. But she was subbed out in the dying seconds, just shy of the landmark. But today, Clark left nothing to chance, ensuring her place in history was secured. Her performance wasn't just a show of individual brilliance, but a statement of intent. By halftime, Clark had already accumulated 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. She reached the double-double mark with points and assists by the end of the third quarter and only needed 3 more rebounds for the historic triple-double. This triple-double was a landmark not only for Clark but also for the Fever. It was the first of the franchise's history and marked the first time a WNBA rookie achieved such a feat. Clark had recorded an impressive 17 triple-doubles in college, a feat second only to Sabrina Ionescu. But on this pivotal day, their paths crossed in a way that seemed almost scripted by fate. Ionescu, who was on the opposing side and holds the record for most triple-doubles in NCAA history, witnessed Clark achieve what she couldn't during her WNBA rookie year, securing a triple-double. But today, playing with Clark, she was feeling the heat. Ionescu's frustration boiled over after a contested drive, earning her a technical foul, a rare lapse from the usually composed guard.
6 and some change left to play. Ionescu penetrating, so tough. Boy, 19 points, but a technical foul.
Trailing 75-68 with less than 5 minutes on the clock, the Fever, fueled by Clark's relentless energy, mounted a fierce comeback. Igniting an 11-0 surge, Clark sliced through the Liberty's defense, drawing a foul and completing an and one, her determination unmistakable.
She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today.
And just when it seemed the Fever might pull away, Ionescu responded in kind. With the clock ticking down, she sank a deep three-pointer, cutting the deficit to just 1 point, keeping the hopes of the Liberty alive.
It's a D-point. Sabrina with the T-Panther.
But the tension mounted as she missed her next attempt at a go-ahead three-pointer.
Scoot out of the timeout, lets it fly. That's for
The Liberty managed to secure the offensive rebound, but in a critical error, the ball crossed over the half-court line, leading to a backcourt violation. Free throws by the Fever clinched the victory, sealing a game that was as much about tactical ability as it was about sheer willpower. Throughout this season, the New York Liberty have become unintended witnesses to the rise of Caitlin Clark. Each encounter with the Fever has been a stage for Clark to showcase her growing legend. They were the first to face her in her highly anticipated home opener, an introduction that set the tone for her rookie campaign. Just 2 days later, they watched from the opposite bench as she poured in what was then a career-high 22 points. The Liberty, through these 4 meetings, have seen firsthand how a star is born and how records are not just broken, but shattered, with Clark redefining the limits of what a rookie can achieve in the WNBA. After the game, Sabrina Ionescu emphasized the magnitude of the contest from the Liberty's perspective, likening it to a Super Bowl for the Fever.
This is their Super Bowl game. I mean, we've beaten them 3 times this year already. We knew they were going to come into this game really hungry, and it's tough to beat a team 4 times. It's just tough in our league, especially with how every team has just grown, and especially this young team.
This game was indeed monumental for Indiana, not just as a single victory, but as a crucial pivot in their season. With playoff positions hanging in the balance, every game counts, and a win against the top-ranked Liberty could be a turning point. For the Liberty, ranked first in the WNBA, the loss was not just unexpected, but a wake-up call. As frontrunners, they faced the challenge of every contender aiming to prove themselves against the best, possibly leading to an underestimation of the hungry and spirited Fever team. However, the spotlight without a doubt belonged to Caitlin Clark. On this monumental day, she wasn't just playing, she was making history. Achieving the first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history, Clark showcased a level of play that transcended typical rookie expectations. Her all-around performance was a masterclass in basketball excellence, marking her as not just a rising star, but a legend in the making. The WNBA season has been spectacular so far, capturing the attention of basketball fans worldwide with a showcase of talent and thrilling gameplay. And Clark has been a focal point of this excitement, dazzling fans with her remarkable skills and record-setting performances. Alongside her, Angel Reese has been making waves as well. Both rookies have played so exceptionally that they earned spots in the upcoming WNBA All-Star Game, a testament to their impact on the court in their debut season. Ionescu, on the other hand, continues to solidify her reputation as one of the league's premier talents. Dominating the scoreboard, Ionescu is not just playing for stats, but for her first WNBA championship. With her impressive averages of 18.7 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game, she's a pivotal figure for the Liberty. As long as the Liberty maintain their form, they remain strong contenders for the title. Clark, meanwhile, is not far behind in making her mark. Averaging 16.1 points, 6 rebounds, and 7.4 assists per game, she stands second in assists across the league this season. Clark's ability to both score and facilitate at such a high level has not only made her an essential player for the Fever, but also one of the most exciting players to watch this season. As the WNBA continues to grow in popularity, stars like Clark and Ionescu are transforming the league with each performance. What Caitlin just did to Sabrina Ionescu and the Liberty is proof of the growing intensity and popularity of the WNBA. With talents like these driving the narrative, this season is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling yet. The future of basketball is here, and it's absolutely electrifying.